Legends in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine rush fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to inside. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast tortoise done so well. Sit back, relax, time to chillax. Face the facts, morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show, let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chai with friends, we are blessed. Into the mood, coffee for every dude.
Welcome. It's past midnight, and the grooves and ghouls and duels are happening here at Super Fast Tortoise. Good morning, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning, everyone.
Welcome to the Super Fast Hillbilly Show. Woohoo!
Super fast hillbilly. What's up? Today's a good day. Like, I was gonna try to mimic the song for the opening, but I'm like, how far can I go with that without being demonetized or something?
Yeah.
Go lucky.
Thriller. That's
Only your 49 cents.
Yeah, good.
49. Oh, Skittle pickles.
Man, that was a big banger of a day. 49 cents.
Ooh, leftovers, nice.
Hold on a second, Mugen. Why are you mixing pickles in with my Skittles? That is nasty. Don't eat pickles and Skittles at the same time.
Don't tell me.
Get the sour kind, then mix it with pickles.
Oh my God.
Get a 20 burn.
That is very not appetizing at all.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Exactly, Billy.
No, I will.
Pickles and Skittles.
Just drop a whole bag in your jar of pickles.
Oh my
Call them
God.
piddles. They're called piddles.
I like pickles on hamburgers and sandwiches.
Yes,
And that's about it.
very
I like pickles
traditional.
in the trash.
Yeah, I'm very
Right.
traditional.
Wow.
I'm afraid to try new stuff.
No.
The only pickle I like is Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick.
Yeah.
No.
Pickle Rick. Oh my goodness.
Morning, y'all.
Morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Hillbilly. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good until it started raining. It just started raining.
It rained yesterday, and when it rained, it poured.
Yeah, it's pouring right here right now, but it'll stop
Like-
in about 30 minutes.
What's
I guess-
wrecking?
Other than that, I got my coffee.
I guess you don't have to worry about watering the lawn. TCG dude.
tcgdude, what's up?
Good
Yeah.
fellas.
So I've got a question. What is rain? I've never seen it here.
Rain is that thing that California can use more of during the summertime.
Yep.
Oh, well, you guys get it once every 4 years. What's it, El Nino?
Oh, it's an El Nino year, but it's not bringing any rain in. It's all going
Yeah.
above us. Going
Well, you
north.
got a whole ocean right next to you. You don't have to really worry about water.
Yeah, that's true. But the ocean water is no good for the vegetation. It's hard to tell
Take
you.
the salt out. Desolidify it.
Oh, they had them, but they closed them all down in the 80s. They
You know,
had like
the-
three
yeah.
of them.
The ocean never has a good game of Magic. It's always salty.
Boom! Shakalaka.
Nailed it.
All right.
Nailed it.
Bad dad jokes. I get it. I get it.
That's it.
Thanks for
That's a good
amusing
one.
me.
I finally
That's a
I
chip off
finally
the old
found
block.
out. I finally found out what TCG stands for TCG dude. So it's the trading card goober dude.
Hey, that's my paperwork name. How dare you dox me, bro?
I was gonna tell you, I was like, looks like this goober finally figured out where to click the link.
Right?
For real.
Seeing through my foggy haze here.
Right. All right. So it's the weekend. It's Sunday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Yesterday was a big day for PAX when we got the whole show for DUSKMOURN. So we're going to talk about that today. That seemed really good. There's no new spoilers today. If you see them yesterday and we go over any cards, you're going to see the same stuff you probably saw yesterday. But we're going to talk about certain things because there's one product that's in the thumbnail that I'm actually excited for. It's not going to be the basic bundle pack. It's going to be the nightmare pack that's specific and special. But anyways, thinking of horror, I believe not this weekend, but next weekend we're probably going to watch Alien Romulus in theaters.
Nice.
That or next weekend, September 6th, comes out Beetlejuice.
I know. It's the start of the NFL season, so I don't know.
What's the NFL? Is that something we should know?
How dare you?
National,
Blasphemy.
it is the
Blasphemy.
National Foosball League, where everybody goes to the bar and grabs those little tiny ping pong balls and the guys that are attached to the table.
Oh,
Better-
yeah.
It's
I
better than-
remember being a foosball champion in my own church town.
It's better than pickleball. I like foosball.
Mama says foosball's the devil.
I was so good at it. I got to spin down. You spin that little guy,
Yep.
and he just slams the ball into the goal.
Gronk's
Yeah.
playing.
People hated it when you did that.
I
You
suck
didn't know
at
how to do
foosball. I suck at foosball.
Oh, yeah.
Well, besides
Yeah.
that, it is pumpkin spice Han Solo season.
It is. It is.
Pumpkin
Yeah,
spice.
I noticed all the blondes at Starbucks.
Well, do you know the whole reference of Han Solo season?
No.
No.
So
No.
all the girls that go to Starbucks are going to be wearing boots and vests, and they're going to look like Han Solo from Star Wars.
That's
Oh,
funny.
100%, bro.
I don't know how they're going to pull that off.
These girls are busting out the Uggs and everything.
Name brand dropping. Dun-dun-dun-dun. All
right.
right.
So last season.
From
So last
Australia.
We're fall
So-
season.
Yes. Well, I don't go to Starbucks. I don't know that much. I mean, my wife loves it. I could care less. You can buy a good cup of coffee for $2 versus $5 or $6.
Well,
Oh,
here's my
Starbucks
thought
pretty good.
process of Starbucks is for the price of one Starbucks coffee, I can get a week's worth of coffee grounds and make it at home.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's right.
Or I could buy a boosty pack.
A booster
Yes.
pack.
How many booster packs could you buy for that? You can probably buy 3 or 4.
Brain sustenance.
12 pack.
Cardboard.
$12 is like 2 to 3 packs of boosters wherever you find them.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to go to Walmart and Target more.
Let's say hello to some people in chat. Let's say hello to Cane Shaker. Cane
We
Shaker.
missed you yesterday.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
missed
we
you.
missed you.
Lord, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
apparently he was hanging out with real people that
Oh,
he called
morning.
friends. Like, yeah,
oh no,
like,
not real
like
people.
real people, like physically around real people.
Wow.
So in other words,
Magic.
all right. So in other words, he was cheating on us with his friends. So
Oh,
Hi.
he was going to town. He drafted Bloomborough all day yesterday,
Oh, nice. Sounds fun.
like in
Till you
paper
lose.
form.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I wasn't available yesterday.
No, you weren't. I called you for Mom's birthday to wish
Yes,
her
you
happy
did.
birthday, and you
You
guys
did.
were at dialysis.
Yes.
I made something special for Cane Shaker that he's going to see later on in the show.
That's very true. And thinking of people, we got Zombie. Good morning, motherfucker. What's up?
zombie.
Zone G.
Noise.
As long as you don't take our job, don't take our job. They took our
job.
That's right.
I would have been on yesterday, but one of my bosses calls me at 9:30 Friday night and goes, "Hey, by the way, we lied. You have to work Saturday."
Oh my God. You lied.
That's seen the Bloomberg packs
That's
you
never
open.
fun.
Did you get a Crag Flame token? Probably not. I'll check. I'll check to see if I did, but I don't think I did.
Craig Flamin' Lemon.
Yeah. Game Checker thought TCG and TCG meant trading card guy. Nope, it's Goober.
Could try again.
I'm still enjoying Bloomberg. Should we discuss DUSKMOURN today already? Yep. It's what's there. Look, Ma, it's the devil. That's right. The Nightmare Bundle looks cool, but I'm saving my money for Vegas. Vegas! They finally released an update. Artists list and Schizenheimer, Batman. It's epic. Okay. All right. But no. As we roll off the tongue, right?
Yay! I didn't know it was that kind of party.
It's always that kind of party with me and you.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh my god!
How's it go?
Love it, love it.
So,
Love it.
anybody watch anything fun or interesting in the last couple days?
Yeah, I watched Ohio State beat Arizona. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Ohio.
Me and my
State.
wife watched Friday last night.
Oh wow,
Was it for
Friday
the
on
first
a
time?
Saturday, huh?
Damn.
I don't remember that Friday. Friday last night.
I don't
Friday
remember.
last
I don't
night.
remember Friday, but I remember last Friday and the Friday after next.
Yeah, no, Friday is a classic.
Yeah, Friday is a great movie. I loved it.
Yeah, it
Fri-
is.
I should
Friday.
hunt that one down for my shelves. I've been getting into DVD collecting as of recently, and don't have that one up there. So
You should
So
try
I got it on
Betamax
Amazon
collecting.
Prime, so we
Like-
bought
like
it on
Friday.
Prime. We have all the Friday movies on Prime.
Friday's
Hell
not one
yeah.
of those movies I personally watch, but DVD collecting, yes. I'm more into superheroes and stuff like that. I'm a nerd like that. Like I used to be more serious in movies where I watch Friday and watch other darker toned movies of serious things. Friday was not one of those movies. It was a comedy, fun comedy. Watch it. But it's not my forte of movies when I like all the action bits. Like I was a Schwarzenegger fan when I was a kid, watching all the Schwarzenegger movies come out with all action, guns blasting,
Yeah.
and all that
Yeah.
jazz.
The best, worst Schwarzenegger movie is The Last Action Hero.
Yes,
Yeah,
best
yeah,
worst
best worst.
indeed. But not everybody pops out of the movie screen.
Right?
Yeah, I liked Kindergarten Cop.
That was a funny
He's
movie.
not the Duma.
Which one?
I love
You
you,
owe me
dude.
a
I
quote.
love you, dude. I love you, dude.
And one movie that people tend to forget to think about is Twins was a fun movie too.
Oh, that was a great
Great
movie.
movie.
You know, I
Total-
saw that on the
Total
algorithm.
Recall.
Total
Total
Recall.
Recall.
yes.
Great.
Yes.
The new
Turn
one
it
or the
gave
old
me
one?
nightmares.
No, the
The
old,
old
one,
one.
obviously.
Obviously, the old one. The new
Yeah.
one's just like, oh man, I can't watch it. It's, I mean, it's
Although
a great
my
movie.
favorite part of like Last Action Hero is when he's Macbeth and he's like, "Oh, Claudius, you killed my father."
DJ, what's up?
When I was in the Middle East, they banned Total Recall, and from
Was it for 2 weeks?
no, they banned it for like 3 months.
Wow.
They wouldn't let us watch it over there because they afraid the Arabs would get offended
Yeah, probably.
because they got swear words in it.
Best line in that whole movie of Total Recall is when they're on the elevator and it rips the guy's arms off and he
Yeah.
like throws them down. And he goes, "See you at the party, director."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conan the
Oh.
Barbarian. What a classic. Coach
Oh,
is
yes.
magic. What's up?
Yes. His first movie.
Conan the Barbarian was great.
It
It was
was.
classic. I was very disappointed that when they finally did a Red Sonja movie, that they didn't really put it in the Conan world. They because Red Sonja is supposed to be part of the same universe, and
Right.
when they did the Red Sonja movie, they didn't keep the continuity.
No.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
They did
Well,
not.
Well, the last movie I watched was actually Terminator movies.
Oh,
Terminator.
Watched,
Classic.
1 or 2?
Yes, good
one,
question.
1 and 3.
I
Why are you just gonna go skip 2? What's the matter with you?
Like
TV.
2 is like the best one.
That's
I
a
agree with
TV
that.
for you, though. That's a
Yeah,
TV for you.
Terminator 2 was surprisingly one of those sequels that was better than the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, it was.
Because they had better technology after the first one. They had the
just like
technology.
Jurassic Park, they paid attention to the technology and used it to its best advantage.
Right.
Yeah, because like
And the
Jurassic
soundtrack,
Park,
of course.
Jurassic Park could have been a complete doozer if the CG wasn't there and they didn't pay attention to it.
So if they made the first one over, did they ever do a redo of the very first one, or they just
What?
continued?
No, they just
Jurassic Park?
continued this the Jurassic Park series.
They just keep continuing it.
Story.
They're even continuing even further next year with a couple new actors.
I'm worried.
I'm worried too, because like
So-
what the fans really want is a reboot of the franchise.
No.
But instead of being rebooted, actually just making a movie based off the book alone.
Yes.
I read
Yes.
the book, yeah.
So pertaining to Jeff Goldblum, right?
Yeah.
There's a new
Yeah.
show on Netflix that I want to watch called Chaos.
If
If you have not watched the trailer to that, go watch it. It looks amazing.
it looks fun. It's the one where he's like the commercial shows. He's like one of the Greek gods. There's
He's
something
Zeus.
dealing with the
Yeah,
people.
he plays Zeus. Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I love
That
Jeff
should be
Goldblum. He's great. I love this guy.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. The commercial does look interesting. Chaos spelled with a K.
oh no. That's
Yeah.
funny enough.
Wasn't
So
that his magic card?
no, it's spelled with a K.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's
Well,
Chaos
close.
Warp.
Well, it's supposed to be spelled with a K.
No, it's supposed to be spelled with CH. Don't you know English language?
No.
How do we
You don't know how
even?
to spell.
You know what? To be fair, the English language is so misconstructed and construed that
It's
you
a
have
New
like
English.
5 different versions of one single word with 5 different meanings.
Yeah.
Like where,
Wow,
where, and
Scooty
where.
Riz.
It's a New English.
I'm gonna do
New
some brain rot now.
Yeah,
Chaos.
straight.
I know it's CH.
Scooty Riz, that
But we know what we need. You know what we really need for those old
New York.
timers out there. We needed a rated R, completely horror version of Scooby Doo.
Oh my
I
God,
would absolutely sit there and say, take my money and take my money for the entire day at the theater so I can rewatch that over and over again.
as long as they don't
Absolutely.
make Scrappy Doo the villain this time. They've done it twice.
Right.
Twice.
Scrappy
Well,
Doo.
see,
Scrappy Doo wasn't that bad.
no, Scrappy Doo was horrible. He was just a horrible character. You know, he was worse than Scooby Doo's uncle.
Oh yeah.
You know, he if you remember Scooby Doo's uncle, he kind of like a little goofy, droopy dog type of character that was old and like an old whatever Scooby is, and
Great Dane.
yeah, Great Dane. Scrappy was the worst character ever invented. I couldn't watch the Scooby and Scrappy Hour. I couldn't.
All right, tcgdude, what you sharing with us is Chaos Theory.
Oh, since we were talking about it, the Jeff Goldblum cards. There's a couple other ones, but I think this is the Chaos Warp, aka Chaos Theory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I wasn't a fan of the straight up everything Jeff Goldblum Secret Lair, but there's some cards in it that are worth playing or worth noting for sure. I wish they would have done more with the rest of the cast too in the Secret Lairs. That would have been awesome.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, that's-
Boom. Whoa. Chat. You exploded. Cane shaker. You're dirty.
Velma.
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 Chaos Theory, aka Chaos War from Jurassic Park Secret Lair. Hell yeah. Captain Waffle. That's her name. Oh my lord. But all right. With all ado, my friends.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. So many creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
Whoa. Look at us. We're progressing in the show.
We're a
We're on a
full
good day.
house.
Good open day. Full house for sure. But we found ourselves lost in conversation again. Lost in the world. Right?
Happens.
Lost in the horrors of Duskmourn. Oh.
That's right.
That's
But
right.
there's only one person here who can help us find our way back. to where we're supposed to be. There's a segment of the day that
Santa?
Santa.
particularly that Hillbilly knows how to find. Hillbilly, what time of day is it?
Card of the day.
Woo-hoo!
I'm gonna lie, that
wow.
kind of scared me a little bit.
This is actually a new card coming out that they know is pushed to be a little more powerful. Now, it's not broken or it doesn't exile creatures, so indestructible, no fear. But it's called Unwanted Remake. It's new from DUSKMOURN and it's coming out. It costs 1 white mana. It's instant. Destroys target creature and its controller manifest dreads. Where they look at the top 2 cards of the library, choose one and put down on the table face down as a 2/2 creature. This is actually a pretty powerful little uncommon. People are going to play it in Commander. People are going to play it in Standard. I have seen no reason why they wouldn't play this in Standard. This is very powerful for its mana cost. What do you guys think?
It will definitely see play in Standard because you get that Manifest Dread, which is a little different than Manifest now. Because Manifest Dread is you look at 2 cards and put one into the graveyard, another, like you said, upside down on the battlefield as a 2/2.
Yep.
And that's going to help with other abilities that they're bringing back with DUSKMOURN, which is going to be, you know, this is going to be a staple.
Yeah. It's
So
pretty solid.
I see the joke Wizards made with this.
Yes.
If anybody else can see it, it's Path to Exile in the unwanted remake version of it. It's the reboot of Path to Exile, and it's actually worse than Path to Exile. And I don't think it's as good as Path to Exile because 1, it doesn't exile, and 2, it actually helps people with like Reanimator strategy to be like they look at their top 2 cards. And if one of the cards is a reanimation card that they want, they pitch that to the graveyard and then put like a land down as a 2/2.
Right.
And then it just helps them be able to progress into what their strategy is. Now, of course, not everyone's going to be playing Reanimator, but I don't think it. I think it's a good card. Don't get me wrong; it's going to be played, no doubt about it. But it definitely is the unwanted remake of Path to Exile.
Yeah, the joke they made last night on stream when they were live is like some horror movie franchises, like say Freddy Krueger. They make 1 movie, 2 movies, the 3rd movie, then somehow you get to the unwanted remakes of the movie, and that was kind of the joke of the card.
Well, I was just thinking that this does not look like the up and coming Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs movie poster to me.
No, it doesn't.
Unwanted remake.
That's a very astute observation.
That is
Or
a
Little
astute
Mermaid.
observation.
This card will help with Delirium though.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I would say I was more like the Lilo and Stitch live action.
Well, like when they were talking about this card, they were saying it's good against the removal of your opponents, but sometimes it's good to target your own stuff with this card because it helps you out in that direction. And I think white-black Reanimator would be a thing. If someone goes to exile or destroy your creature, you can respond by destroying it yourself and manifesting something based on how your deck rules. But this card will be pretty bigger when Commander, when you got Sensitive Dividing Top and stuff like that on top, where you can kind of control what's on top of your deck a little bit. It's going to be an interesting card. I like it. It's in the terms I want a couple copies for a couple different decks just for the 1 mana removal spell. But just like Chaos Warp, it can bite you in the butt.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited about it. I think it has several applications, but I feel that its primary focus formats are going to be Standard and Pioneer. I think Captain Waffles has a point that, you know, it's not as good as Path to Exile in most situations.
Oh, yeah.
But we just got it previewed, so it hasn't really been played and tested yet, and somebody's bound to find a broken way to use this.
Oh yeah, it's going to be.
Well, I'll tell you right now,
solid.
it's in the sealed draft environment. This is basically a rare.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, draft and sealed to be able to destroy a creature, like just straight up destroy something for 1 mana is powerful.
That's
Heck
pretty
yeah.
cool. Oh yeah, it's going to be good.
I'll keep that in mind for the sealed event in Vegas. I was fortunate enough to sign up for the pre-release of the DUSKMOURN.
Yeah, I mean, you open 3-4 copies of this, you're playing all the copies. Like, it's not one of those ones where you're like, oh, I'll play like 1 or 2. No, you play every single copy you open.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree with you there. It is the new version of O-Ring back when O-Ring was first printed in Theros, not Theros, but Lorwyn. Every copy. But now,
ring would be in Foundations, or is it too broken?
I don't know.
It's not too broken. They made makeshift binding, which is the same thing.
Right.
Copy
now,
that.
Oh no.
Now we're gonna roll into some pictures today. First picture of the day was shared to us on Discord. I can't think of the name of the person who shared it, but it was just a rocking picture.
Cool.
You can't think of the person who shared it, huh?
Yeah,
Got 80s synth vibe to it.
I just can't even. Who is this lovely tortoise getting ready for his show?
Instead of lo-fi girl, it's lo-fi turtle.
Lo-fi super fast turtle.
That was KJ for sure.
Those fingers are a little weird.
Yeah, it should be a blue. Should put a little beard on them.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, like it's kind of funny. There's hair on the head, but not on the face.
Yeah,
that's totally opposite of me.
Well, it's when you were younger.
Yeah.
Well, it's until Hillbilly shaves his.
Well, I think it definitely looks cool though. I like the vibe of the turtle. Turtle.
I like the.
Well, I don't think we're gonna. Mrs. Hillbilly's gonna let him do it now that I gave her ideas to give him cornrows.
Right. Right. All right.
You'll be in a gangster's paradise.
I like the colors. I like the colors.
Mm-hmm.
They're very 80s.
Yes. The aesthetic is there. It's 90s, more 90s, 80s, and late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Look, I love it. And now, next picture of the day. Now, these are all done by KJ and the crew. Boom. After reading the sacred text, I declare you can't play that card in Commander. Angry Wizard.
The guy kind of looks like Tibalt, man.
Oh, yeah.
If you're listening to Tibalt,
that's him saying you can't play proxies.
Now, I don't know how many, how many times you've had to anybody's had to deal with this one, but I've heard the conversation several times. So pretty much chat inspired this meme.
Nice. It's very accurate. And then the next picture, boom, for Cane Shaker. Morning coffee is indeed magical. That's right. Look, dude, performing magic tricks on a cup of coffee. Dun da da da. Well, like me, it's like watch his coffee disappear. Gulp, 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 gulp.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
He's turning coffee back in the grounds and into beans.
He's not Chuck
I just
Norris.
realized his right hand only has 3 fingers and a thumb.
Right.
Yeah.
3
Does
fingers.
that make him a cartoon character then? Because that's how some cartoon characters have. Just missing a finger.
But I actually like the idea. There's a cane in the picture.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to get a good cane in a picture on AI art.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the closest one I can get to him actually near holding it too.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I believe that. That was for you, Cane Shaker. And the next picture reminds me of 2 people, Al Pacino and Robert Downey Jr.
Wow.
The doctor prescribed it, I assure you. The coffee is mine. Medicinal.
Robert Downey, yeah, and Al Pacino. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I see it. I don't believe it, but I see it.
I'm drinking my coffee here.
Taxi.
That's how he made his millions, is selling coffee to the people of Chicago.
You do know that was totally improvised in the movie, that scene, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Just to let you guys know, the voting has finished for the AI meme challenge, and the top winners have been posted up in the Discord page, and we're going to take the top 3 winners and make a meme out of theirs, and also we're going to make a meme out of one of the runners-up who just had his birthday yesterday.
Woo-woo.
Happy late birthday, Investables Collectibles.
Investables Collectibles, also known as MTG Mythic Hunter. All right.
I still have a box to open for him.
Yeah, you do. And now we get to the next segment of the day. And the next segment of the day is brought to you by Discord, brought to you by me, because I had it AI generated. But you, if you have a question of the day you want on the show, you can definitely share it in Discord, and we'll be promoted on the show as you asking the question. Just pick up your phone, record yourself asking a question like this, and you could definitely be on your show. You could see yourself on the show. You want to be with us, but you just can't hang with us all the time? That's a good way to do it. You want to share a picture of the day? You can participate in that too. Everything we do is brought to by you, the viewer, you, the participant, you, who are awesome. And with that, we get to
presented by Discord. We have the question of the day.
Woo-wee! The question of the day is brought to you by AI Snoop Doggy Dog. What's up? And the question is for those people who play Commander, play the game and have like tropes. And you'll get what I mean when I get there.
Yo, what is the scariest Magic play you own? For shizzle, like what is your scary MTG trope?
I tried making that sound as good as the real thing, but you know. So Snoop Dogg's asking, what is something you do that would be considered scary in a game of Magic? It could be Commander, it could be Standard, whatever format you play. But what is something people come to expect you and they're like, no, don't do it? Because I definitely have one of those tropes. But I want to hear what everybody else thinks about themselves.
I just stare into their eyes as deeply and hard as possible without saying a single thing and just play.
You like this?
The scariest thing for me is when you're playing and then someone has a board wipe.
That's true. I'll go see something similar, so I guess I'm out.
I was actually going to say you wouldn't board wipe a guy with glasses, would you?
He'd wipe you, yes, right.
Board wipes don't scare me. Tortoise knows that.
Right. Well, it's because not all my board wipes affect enchantments, which I will eventually improve upon.
Not only that, I brought them all back.
That's right. That's the scary part, is you can bring it back, which good idea for your deck is as an investment for later on. Save the money to get yourself a replenish.
Yeah.
Note to self.
Yeah. Like I actually own one copy of that card because I had an Ugin that was worth the same price at the time and traded for a replenish. It was awesome. But yeah, my trope would be board wipes. Like, and it's not something I pride myself on. In fact, it wouldn't have been me that would be like, oh, board wipes is my thing. No, it's everybody else out there saying, damn Tortoise and his board wipes. Board wipes, board wipes, board wipes. I can't build a board without him wiping the board, especially in a couple decks, particularly that worry about board wiping. And my dinosaur deck, people hate it even worse because it's asymmetrical board wiping because I keep my stuff and everybody lose theirs. It's like
that's spicy.
Like, you know, Captain Waffles plays a board wipe, no one bats an eye, but Tortoise plays a board wipe, everybody loses their mind.
That's
well,
true.
I was thinking that you just want to say you can't attack me unless you pay 36 lands to attack me. One creep.
that was only once that's happened, and I board wiped many a times over it, and like, what is it? Prime for 06 complained about it. DJ Longhair complained about it. You know, kjcowboydan complains about it. Other people complain about it, and like it ain't my fault that I had to build a deck on a budget, and board wipes are pretty much budget.
Wait, are we doing the show by the ocean today? Because I'm smelling a lot of salt coming in. Right now.
Not just for you. No. No.
If I lived in Utah still, I'd be like, no, you're smelling the Great Salt Lake.
Salt Lake.
That's the Great Salt Lake, yes.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
No, I'm not salty about board wipes. I'm the one casting the board wipes. I'm the one trying to get a gain. In fact, the last game I won was playing a Cyclonic Rift and having an infinite counterspell combo out, basically, where I was being able to counter people's spells over and over again twice a turn and keep people checked. And then they we're gonna just call this a game. We're gonna say you won because no way can we beat your land drops, your spell, two spells a turn on each player's turn, and not be able to catch up.
It made the game unplayable.
Well, I was playing it. I was able to play stuff.
but everybody else couldn't play good.
Right? Which is
I was having fun. I don't know about everybody else, but I was having fun.
That's why the next day we did a video about saltiness in a game. Like, I can't control the salt level of everybody, but like, I'm okay if we need a scoop. If we need to stop the game, that's fine. Like, I understand how it is to be in that position of being stuck in a lock like that. It's not always fun. But like, I'm the kind of person where normally I'll try to play through it because you can counter spell my stuff all day. If I push through your counter spells and have ways to get rid of your counter spells, I will get past it. And if not, I'll just lose the game.
Look at Coach's joke. That was funny.
The salt joke was sodium funny. Nah. Nice. I get it.
Oh God, that's silly.
It's on table.
Dad jokes in the chat. Dad jokes in the chat.
Wait. That coach is only periodically funny. There you go. All right. Do you people know how many times SFT has to loot to get to his board wipe? That's right. It's a lot of hard work to get to my board wipes. No, I need
one
to build
loot.
Deck.
One time. That's all it takes for super fast.
Well, you know what's funny is the one deck I have that board wipes the most only has 5 board wipes in the entire deck. Well, I have other decks that I have another deck that has like way more board wipes, a few more board wipes, and I see board wipes less in that deck than I do the one with 5 cards in my deck.
And do you know the reason why you guys are seeing more and more board wipes? Do you know the person who has caused that trauma onto Superfast?
It's the trauma.
Kjcowboydan.
I'm not BSing. Don't know about Scary by my group hates it when I play Underworld Dreams and in my Jace deck. Oh, no doubt. Jace, particularly some Jaces that mill the entire deck, is scary. Underworld Dreams, where you draw a card and lose a life, that's pretty solid. Next, our deck builds love Underworld Dreams and Jace. Just by the way, if you don't have a Nekazar deck, you might want to think into that. Woo! Oh, man.
All right, so
Duskmourn.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Moves, the strategies, and the flares. Superfast tortoise. He's running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.
All right, so now actually into the main meat. We might be going overtime, everybody. I didn't realize we were 40 minutes into the show.
Wait, we are? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
40 minutes.
Right.
Well, we've been
talking
about salt and board wipes. You know, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, I have to defend myself from all the haters, you know.
You're gonna hate, you know.
Nobody hates you for that. They just don't like you the way you play. That's all.
That's funny. All right, so getting back into track, more on the main topic. We are on to Duskmourn. Duskmourn is this beautifully designed set so far that we know of this horror theme. What do we know of Duskmourn already? Well, it's a horror set based in a horror house, like a horrifying house, right? There's monsters, there's enchantments, which I love enchantments, if anybody knows. There's going to be new mechanics in the game. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be kind of different to find out what other things are in the set other than just a destroy spell. So, either or do. Anybody have any thoughts on DUSKMOURN before we get to other screens?
The only thing I can say about DUSKMOURN, it's from what it looks like, it's going to be heavy in enchantments.
Right. Which I'm excited about. And Captain Waffles, did you watch the stream yesterday?
No, I didn't watch the stream, but I did look up a lot of the cards and kind of scan through and saw a bunch of the stuff that was spoiled. And I'm not 6 to midnight, but I'm like, let's wait and see the rest of the set and all that. But it looks decent from what they're trying to do. I like the flavor of it, but I'm curious to see everything in its synergy once everything's out.
All right, let's check this out. So DUSKMOURN House of Horde, it's your skin in the game, right? Enter DUSKMOURN if you dare. Set the scene for your opponent's greatest fears to come to life to shadow turn lethal. Release date is September 27th. Now, this is the official Magic site. There's going to be Booster Fun Japan showcase cards. There's going to be a lot of fun cards in here. You're going to have glimmers and stuff will kind of get past through. Here's some cards that they're showcasing right here.
Go back up, Tortoise.
Okay.
So if you click on those, you can see the other versions, like the double exposure cards.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, that Kato looks amazing, by the way.
It does. I don't right now. I don't see him seeing much play.
People are
contraire, my friend. Contraire. He has Nujitsu. That right there, if you have not played in the era of Nujitsu, is a very powerful mechanic.
Yeah, but they did have Nujitsu in standard, but now Nujitsu is out of standard.
No. So that Nujitsu was not anything compared to the power level of the original Nujitsu era of Kamigawa.
Right. People with commander decks for ninjutsu are going to play this card.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And ninjutsu, especially from the old original Kamigawa block, was pretty powerful, pretty obscene. It was the control type attack that we needed during that time frame. Ninjutsu is more about playing as a control player than it is an aggro player, but it brings aggro into a control deck. So it's going to be pretty good in that aspect. And there's other ways people played with it. When they brought it back in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, they kind of neutered the cost a little, but it's still a decent mechanic.
But Ninjutsu is not in standard right now. That's where I'm coming from on this call. I'm just talking.
Well, guess what, Hillbilly? When this card hits standard, it's going to be ninjutsu in standard with this card.
Yeah, that's going to be the only ninjutsu card so far.
Right? But when it enters the battlefield, through its ninjutsu cost, it'll attack as a 3/4 creature. So, on turn 3, when he attacks that 2/2 and you ninjutsu this planeswalker for 3 mana instead of 4 mana, you get to attack with it. What? You might get to use the abilities too? That seems like good value.
I'm not saying it's a bad card or anything like that, but I'm just talking about the mechanic wise.
Look, all I could say is like your little pickle Skittles joke. Don't knock it till you try it.
and just to really like hone in on why I feel like he's a good card. Okay. Mm-hmm. The main thing about Planeswalkers is protection. And his -2 taps a creature and puts 2 stun counters on it.
Right.
So if the creature goes unblocked, he's coming in and he's dealing 3 damage, and he's got 4 loyalties, so you can immediately go ahead and tap a creature down and stun it, or you can make your ninjas bigger.
Right.
And then the dig for 0 is so good too.
Right.
Because if he has no creatures in play, you hit them for 3. Then you go to main phase 2, and you're like, okay, I'm going to surveil and then draw a card because you lost life this turn.
How many ninjas
Like-
are in? How many ninjas are in standard right now?
We're not worried about the amount of ninjas in standard.
See, even look, Hillbilly, even if there are no ninjas in standard, this card is still viable for the fact of the other 2 abilities.
Right.
Because Black-Blue Control, those 2 abilities Black-Blue Control loves those abilities.
That's right. Even like his +1, you're not gonna worry about. But like, we don't know what's all in the set. You might get another ninja in the set. You don't know. There are changelings in standard right now. That works.
Yep.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, but they don't have the ninjutsu ability where they can ninjutsu them in.
No.
All right, Hillbilly. You know what? You forced my hand. I am going to make a deck for you to have to play this guy for your Duskmourn.
I can't believe Hillbilly's being so salty over
you caused that.
Now, I didn't say this was a bad card. I'm not.
No,
the card is good. The card is good.
The
card is good.
This card. You're like, this card is a ninja. There's not a lot of ninjas out there, dude. What does ninja got against you? Nothing.
What do you got against the turtle ninjas?
Oh my lord!
Hey,
look,
if a ninja does his job right, there only needs to be one.
Look, if a ninja does
True
his
that.
job right, you never knew he did it in the first place.
Yep.
That's right. Now, here's some alchemy cards. Alchemy's coming to the set. Oh my lord! So,
jeez, everything's coming to the set. Might
Card
as well throw
treatment.
the sink in with it.
Arch enemy, that's a commander thing.
arch enemy, like if you don't know arch enemies, we'll probably cover it more about it a little bit later. But you're gonna have some cool card styles coming in. You got the little instant sorceries will be in this unique ghost capture frame, where it looks like a ghost monitoring capture picture with like the old school 90s comic book art, which I really like. You got the I think it's that word. Enduring Tenacity is on a special foil treatment frame. I like it. That's like Pokemon. They even referenced it to looking like Pokemon or other TCGs, they said.
Nice.
That's the Japanese
Huntwood
showcase.
Trigger. Right, but there will be a Japanese showcase in American packs too, which is awesome. You got Huntwood's Shrieker, where this special treatment will show the monsters in the eyes of the person is attacking, or reflections like this monster off this blade. That looks creepy. Then now, this next card is not going to be in the standard set, but will be available to open in a collector boosters. You'll be able to get Damnation in this cool full art frame of Duskmourn with Vogmouth or whatever his name is. I can't remember the big guy's name.
Well, so you can get special guests in normal play boosters, but they won't be foil. But if you want the foil version, that comes out of the collector boosters.
Right. Then this one of the Overlord of Huntwoods will come in a special etched foil type treatment, and it will definitely show different cases of the artwork, which is cool artwork. And I just think these double exposure cards look pretty cool too, where they're two pictures in one, where like the idea of it is like someone took a picture of one thing and took a picture of the same frame from in the camera that shows two different pictures in one picture, and I like that idea. They put a lot of attention in the set where they know this is one of the sets they want to sell them a good amount of. Like oddly, a little more attention to different card types and stuff than they did in Bloomborough. Bloomborough, they did a few good things, like the artwork frame, but it seemed like they focused on one kind of style and went heavy with different frames of that style. Here, they're going different tropes from movies, different horror movies and stuff like that. Camera angles, I like it. All right, Duskmourn House of Horror product lineup. Now this is interesting. You got play boosters, you got collector boosters, and you got commander decks. Ooh, commander decks.
Of course.
All right. Then you got the bundle. You got the Nightmare bundle, which is coming out later, October 18th. Note that, because if you want one, that'll be the best time. You can pre-order them now, but we honestly don't know how many it comes with. But I know it comes with a deck box, like I think a plastic deck box. It comes with like packs, a special seeded pack, and a special card. which I told my wife I want this for Christmas. This Duskmourn thing. So if she has to order earlier and hide it for a couple months, that's still fine. Then you got the pre-release pack. Pre-release packs will always be good, fun, and enjoyable. Go to your pre-release if you can.
Yeah.
Then there are going to be buy box promos like Twitching Doll. Woo woo.
Cool.
So Twitching Doll is a pretty good, really good relic. It's a spider toy. And then the doll's made of spiders, if you can't see it very well. It taps to add a mana of any color. Then you put a nest counter on it, and you can tap to sacrifice it to remove each nest counter on it and put a 2/2 green spider creature token with reach on the battlefield for each little nest counter on it. That's good early game and good for late game. I like it. All right. So that right there, what we just looked at was the basic website thing. So the different frames and stuff seems really good. I hope you're enjoying it. We'll get through some of the cards and let me know if any of you have to leave a little bit because I know we're over time and it's going to be going over time a little. I know Cane Shaker is at his house like screaming, yes, we're finally going overtime. Let's do this.
It's overtime.
Right. But
been on overtime since Friday.
Right. For you.
For you indeed.
But this set is looking like it's offering like a lot of different collectability aspects to it with the different frames, the different promos, the different styles. Like the collector booster pack will be where to go if you want to get all the different frames and stuff. Play boosters will have availability to get some of the special frames. There's going to be special products like the Nightmare Bundle, which is specifically there for the collector. Like you can't see in the box, but that little TV set is lenticular. It's like if you move it, you see a different image in two different ways. So that's going to be like a gimmick, I should call it. That's going to be fun. Hillbilly's laughing. Cane Shaker commented. But does it have ninjutsu?
TCG, dude, you're something else.
Coach's Magic says ninjutsu planeswalker seems pretty good. Yep. I thought SFT was having a stroke when he didn't mention draft boosters as a product. Then I lifted the rock. I've been under. That's right.
Yeah, really, bro. I was like, what do you mean there's no draft boosters? And I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did that a while ago, bro. Welcome to Murders of Karlov.
Welcome to Murders of Karlov.
So I'm kind of half and half with this set. I like the art, but then again, I'm like, why are we making 17 different versions of the same card?
Reminds me of Gala's Greeting with all
pick a cool art style. Do a normal, a cool art style, and a super cool art style and move on. Don't do 7, 8, 9 different arts for the same card. It's like you can open up a Japanese etched foil, a regular foil, a showcase foil, a dual picture foil, I don't know, Bane foil, whatever they call it. Like, come on. Like, this is ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. I get that it's okay. I get that it's like a horror themed set, and there's cool ideas to put into it. But you don't put every idea into it. You pick one or two that are really good, and you run with it.
Well, look, I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from, but to top that off, right? I've noticed certain frames are rare. Like certain different frames are rarer than others, right? Certain treatments are different, but also when buying cards, like I go through singles a lot. When I'm like, so give me $50 to spend on Magic cards, I'll go through every card and look at every version because some cards are way more expensive in different frames, sometimes cheaper, but some versions are really expensive compared to the regular card just because of special treatment. Mm-hmm. So the collectability is there. It's just nowadays it's kind of it's up in the air what version is going to be collectible. You know, what versions people want. Like there's this Kellen card that's a tutor for enchantments that I got for my deck. His showcase frame was cheaper than the regular card, so I obviously went for that one.
Well, yeah. I mean, so you're half right with that because let's look at Bloomburrow. You get a raised foil of the special like dual colored critters like Halen, the Baymaker or whatever, or the Balin, and a couple others like Raw or whatever. You get those. Those are worth money because they're harder to get and they're a little bit better. But it's like at the same time, Bloomburrow, I feel like did it right. They were like, okay, we're gonna make a special version of a card. We're gonna make a regular version of the card, and then we have these like raised foil cards. Like Bloomburrow, in my opinion, was perfectly put out for the player and the collector. And you're not wrong. There are some times where the showcase, like if you look at the Bloomburrow cards with their showcase versions, sometimes it's cheaper because people will look at that and go, that is ugly as hell, and I don't want it. So I agree that yes, you can get the showcase sometimes for cheaper. But what I'm trying to get to is why are we making like how they had on there the Bane foil, the double exposure foil, the Japanese X foil, and then like other ones,
the paranormal frame.
Yeah, it's getting it's way out of hand of how many different versions. So as if I was a collector, I'd be like, why am I trying to collect every single version of this card?
Right. No, you don't have to either.
I was just explaining that to my lady is that just the logistics of organizing cards at this point is a completely different ballgame than it was 10, 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You could have your 1 5-row box for your 5 colors and then a second box that'll hold your artifacts, your lands, and whatever multicolor miscellaneous crap. You know what I'm saying? But
organizing is a hassle.
Completely different ballgame than it was 10. Oh my God! Who's listening to us secondhand? Mute that.
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
That was me. I was turning down my volume.
But I honestly think the frames are actually doing a lot better than what's going on. Like now, organizing, yes, the different frames can be annoying sometimes, but it's working and it keeps working. And as much as people complain about it, and you can complain about it, it's doing the job it needs to serve for the company. People are buying it for buying product to open particular versions, and people are buying it to chase some of those cards.
I think they should go the Charmin way, bro. Less is more.
like not everyone like as obvious as it is, not everybody's going to be excited about a ninjutsu planeswalker in the set, but there are people who are going to be going crazy over the ninjutsu planeswalker for their commander deck. You know.
Sorry.
So let's get off of this topic, right? Because we've beat this like a dead horse with talking about the different versions. Let me ask a question here. Out of the cards that have been spoiled, what is everybody's 1 or 2 favorite cards that has been spoiled so far?
Well, I shared one today, but hold on.
My memory isn't that sharp. I should refresh a little. Thank you, sir.
Yep. Oh, I came prepared. Overlord of Mistmoors is one of my favorite little cards that they spoiled so far. 7 mana 6/6. It's a Titan basically with an impending 4. When it enters the battlefield, you create 2/1 white insect creature tokens with flying when it enters the battlefield or attacks. Now, I got a feeling that Hillbilly is going to love this Vagavoth Terror Eater.
It's okay. That's not the one I picked though.
It's almost as good as a Vein Ripper.
Yeah, it's good.
Right,
the card is good. Costy, you have to cheat it in pretty much.
Well,
it is a 9/9.
The deck you'd put it in would definitely be your black-white deck if you got it.
Oh yeah, I would.
But then you got Demonic Council. I mean, Demonic Council is a pretty saucy card. I mean, they knew they designed this card for chasers to go for this card for Commander and other formats like that. where it's 2 mana. You search your library for a demon card revealed, put in your hand, Delirium. If there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, instead search for any card. It's a demonic tutor with a little kickback, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, however it is, right? They definitely put cards in here to design it. Now they're coming out with these Enduring Curiosity cards. Like I'm gonna have to give myself an Enduring Curiosity for one of my decks. 2 generic, 2 blue, 4/3 flash, enchantment creature, Cat Glimmer. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. It's a creature. I'm going to need this card for my enchantment deck with Astrid. That card gets me going. Then you look at... Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, that was awkward.
Scrabbling Skull Crab, which Hillbilly loves playing his crab in his Merfolk deck. What makes
I think that Skull Crab would be good for my heads deck that I'm trying to build.
Like,
I'm on Moxfield. If anybody sees my Discord, I have a little thing that I'm looking for suggestions for a head deck, and I think that would be a great card for the head deck.
Oh, it would be. It'd be fun.
As the resident mill dude, I approve of the Skull Crab. Very excited.
Right.
I like Doomsday.
Doomsday is pretty good. That's a card you have to cheat in, most likely.
So I hate to butt in, but I'm just gonna do my top 3 in no particular order. I think the Skull Crab is awesome. I love the Avatar cycle because Impending, I was a big fan of Suspend because played a lot of Future Sight and Time Spiral era cards, so it's reminiscent of that. And third, I really love the enchantment room idea because it reminds me of the Fuse split cards from Dragon's Maze. One of the worst sets ever, but it had a cool design mechanic. So yeah, right. It just made enchantments that much more powerful.
I like the
yeah, I was gonna ask about that because I didn't watch the stream, and I'm sure you did, Tortoise.
Yes.
Can you explain how this card works to people who may not know?
All right, so basically you got 2 cards on this thing. You can only cast one side of this card from your hand. So like this is Dolemaker's Shop and Porcelain Gallery. So if you cast Porcelain Gallery, it enters the battlefield and it has that aside. But later on, or even that same turn, if it's on the battlefield, you can pay to enter the other room, like Dollmaker's Shop. You pay 2. You have an enchantment room that's both sides. So it enters as one half the card until you pay for the other half later on.
Right.
And it says in the text here, you may cast either half. That door unlocks on the battlefield as a sorcery. You may pay the mana cost of a locked door to unlock it. That's the rules text on there.
Yep.
So that's how it works. It's one half of the card at first, then it's the other half once on the battlefield when you pay
sorcery speed.
At sorcery speed.
Sorcery.
They want you to feel like you're going through a room. So it's like getting half a good enchantment, then you're paying for the other half later to make it a full good enchantment.
Right.
But it's there for flavor.
I'm curious what they're going to consider the CMC cost in the bin. Like if you're getting an enchantment out of the graveyard, is it going to be 6 or is it going to be 8?
It's going to be 8.
So here's my other question. If you have ways to cheat enchantments in, do you choose one half as it comes in? Is that how that works?
They have not explained that part yet. So my thought process is if you cheat into play, it probably since it specifically says cast or unlock, you have to pay for the mana later still. Like if you cheat into play, none of the rooms are entered.
We're probably going to get a rules update text for how rooms specifically function, and I'm sure that it'll go in line with your question.
Yeah, when I saw this spoiled, I was like, God, this is a judge nightmare of a thing to try to explain to people. Like even somebody, as somebody has played the game and is judged, I looked at this card and went, God, there's so much complication to this to do something simple.
Right,
because it says you may cast this. What happens when you blink it?
Right. I have a question for you guys though. Do you see the new board wipe here?
Split up.
Another whiteboard wipe. Oh god.
It's called split up. It costs generic 2 white, and he says choose one: destroy all tapped creatures or destroy all untapped creatures. Right now, the question is, who's upset that they didn't give this card split second?
I mean, the art looks like it should be, and the
Yep.
name literally would, it'd be good. But I don't know if split second has a home in standard anymore, man. Like, it's a really strong mechanic, and I say that as a person who likes it.
Not only that, it for as low cost as it is and what it does, giving it split second just makes it overpowered.
Right, can't be countered. It's crazy, but like they should have made this a commander card just so they could put split second on it, like in the commander deck that you buy. But yeah,
maybe I think email Gavin about that.
I think at that point, if you make it have split second, it needs to cost 6 and be an instant.
That'd be good too. But then one enchantment that Hillbilly will want for a particular deck of his is Enduring Tenacity. 2 generic, 2 black. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life, which is half of a single bond combo. When Enduring Tenacity dies, if it was a creature, return to the battlefield as control as a regular enchantment. It enhances the combo by another card. Then there's other cards. There's another version of the other half out there. You're gonna have 2 versions of the single bond combo in your deck in no time. It's gonna be evil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you're gonna get some trophy cards like Chainsaw, Toby Bestiary Friend, Fear Loss of Teeth, Leyline of Hope.
I think it's funny they put Norin in here.
Norin Swift Survivalist. Yep.
Well, originally it was Norin the Wary, and then there's another version of him, but he's kind of like Squee, where he just never dies, and he's always somewhere in the multiverse.
Oh yeah, that janky goblin. Yep, from Time Spiral.
Then we're gonna get some sick art like this Disturbing Mirth, and the Jolly Balloon Man who's blowing up people's faces.
Have you seen there's is it the showcase, or is it, I think it's like there's a version of that card, the Jolly Balloon Man. It's so creepy.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. And we're actually getting an enchantment land. Look at that. An enchantment land.
I take a screen cap of it on my other computer. Can't pull it up here, boys.
Hexproof Volgaroth layer enters tapped. As it enters, choose a color. So it's 1 color land, but it's enchantment land with hexproof. And it taps that mana and it shows them color.
I'm super excited to see the potential of that card because I've been wanting to run enchantment in Pioneer. I think there's a lot of potential from the Theros era forward. And this is obviously going to enable a lot of that.
Right. We got plains, island, swamp, mountain, forest. Cool looking arts, full arts, of course. We're going to have special guests like Damnation, Collected Company, which are 2 solid cards in the reprint list. Damnation really didn't need the reprint here, but like it's still cool art. Someone will want it. And
I think Damnation was an acceptable reprint, mainly because not everybody bought Time Spiral and Double Masters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Those are expensive products.
Yeah.
Then in the Nightmare Bundle, you'll be able to get one of these cool horror movie poster cards, which I'd love to get one just for collectability, and also these special art cards by Tim. I can't read his name, but those would be pretty cool in the set.
Yeah, those bottom 3 are awesome. I can see that they didn't pull the plug on the poster idea, even with all the backlash that they've gotten.
Right. Then now the showcase cards are only instants of sorceries with the little spectral frames. So you'll get different versions of instants of sorceries and equipments.
They remind me of the Fallout VAT frame.
Yeah. Right. It does. Yeah. That's probably what inspired them in that and Ghostbusters.
Yep. Who you gonna call?
Right. But it looks pretty cool.
I'm sure that secret layer is coming.
Right.
That would be nice. Sorry.
You got the Wandering West. You got the double. But I don't know why they're not listed as their own thing, but you got the double exposure.
Who you gonna call? Secret lair.
Look at Jolly Balloon Man right here.
Yeah.
He looks like he belongs in ICP.
That or He kind of looks like the Green Goblin when I look at it from the.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can see either, but yeah, I definitely am digging the clown vibe. Like, and it's not in a Unfinity set or whatever, an unset. It's actually standard.
Oh, it must
You're
be
saying green. Oh, sorry.
It must be ICP. Do you read the flavor text? Says it ain't fun without a Fago.
No way, you're trolling me right now, bro.
I was actually looking for that.
Got him.
But he is a legendary creature, human clown. I didn't pay attention to that the first time. So clown is now a creature type. So now you can build a deck called Down with the Clown.
Hell yeah. Although, like, just on a side note, they definitely missed the flavor mark by not having it black colored in there. But it's cool. I like the red white. I like it.
Right. You got Doomsday. You got all these cards that are full art versions of these particular monsters. These are going to be particular monsters in the cards. They're not going to be just every card, but seeing the monsters through the eyes of the victim. All right. Then more cards. Out of the way. I think we've seen enough of this.
I thought it was something they could do. Dead by Daylight Secret Lair.
Tempest, what's up? Yeah.
So King Fizz.
Right. Wonder if they'll do Black Myth Wukong. That's funny. But no. So yeah, there's a lot of cards here that are fun and enjoyable to play. Definitely a lot of little toys to play with. Now, I don't think someone's going to go out there, especially when they do a set like this and be like, I want to collect the entire set. Let's collect every friggin' frame. There's just too much. But there are going to be certain cards, certain treatments. Like I know I'll be like, well, if I have the money, I want this particular treatment of a card. I'm going to look for that card. I'm going to try to buy that card. I can't believe they spoiled so many cards with different alterations of frames already. But one thing that's been proven by Wizards that a set with subsidiary sets and front alternates sell more than sets without them. So what can you do there?
They say the same thing with comic books. If you have a variant cover, it's going to sell more than your newsstand cover.
Right. And this is how it works. Like I remember back in the day when we were hanging around the round table and people were talking about how bad these sets were and stuff like that. And Wizards always came back and would be like, "Well, they sold." And the one thing that harkens back to me is the Walking Dead Secret Lair. Everybody threw conniption and said that was the worst idea ever. They shouldn't do it. But Wizards came back and says, "Well, you know what? The best-selling set of all time was."
Lord of the Rings.
No. Well, Lord of the Rings now, but Secret Lair back then was the first time they did something like that, and it was the best-selling version of it ever. So the truth is, people will say one thing at one end, and the collectors will do another thing at the other end. So.
Well, because you also have to realize that let's take the Walking Dead for instance, right? That Walking Dead Secret Lair. You have the Magic people buying it to use it for Magic purposes. And then you have the Walking Dead fanatics that collect the lunch boxes, the Coke cans, the TV, DVD editions. And this is just another thing to add to their fandom of collection in their room somewhere in their house that they've got everything Walking Dead that there can be. Right. So that's where the collectible part comes in of people going, well, I hate this idea from a Magic standpoint because of X, Y, and Z. But then you've got thousands, if not tens of thousands of people who are like, ooh, there's a Walking Dead product that I don't have. I need to buy it. So yeah.
So one thing my wife said about the whole thing is she says, I hope there's a secret lair where the secret lair is actually horror monsters like Freddy, Jason, Swamp Thing, Scream Guy, versions of cards that come from this, because that'd be a wasted opportunity for a horror set not to have the horror tropes or horror characters.
Or at least
so the actual IPs.
license.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only problem with that is obtaining all of those IPs. So like, each
because the
one
IPs are
could be
spread out
under a
across the
different-
board.
Yeah, they're not all under the same umbrella of like, let's say Disney. You know, they're
Right.
all from different people that have written over the years and things like that. Like, you know, if you were to get into like the Cthulhu series and all of the monsters from the void, then you're like one person to have to deal with. But if you get into, you know, Freddy, Jason, Swamp Monster, Chupacabra, like all the different stuff out there, then yeah, you're a little bit more spread around on your IPs.
I get what you're saying. 'Cause Dimension.
Sorry, I just wanted to say, Universal though does do a lot of collaborations with many companies, and it'd be probably easier for if they wanted to get the actual IPs to some of the trademarked horror characters. They definitely would want to work with Universal, where Universal is known for doing collaborations with multiple different companies, and they have the best horror library out there.
Oh yeah, Universal does a lot with horror companies. In fact, there's a board game we got that has a horror Universal group of monsters from it. Was I can't see it. I just saw the game yesterday.
I know the one you're talking about, but I can't remember the name either.
It's not Villainous because that's Disney, but this one is called. This one basically is like 5 monsters on a board game. That you have to save villagers and take them.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. I can't think of the name either.
Wow. We just saw a Cthulhu variant at Target yesterday, and a Greek god variant at the other Target. It's not a Greek god variant, but Greek monsters.
It's called Horrified.
Horrified, yes.
That's it. Yeah.
Thank you. They did a Universal Monsters one. We have that one too. They could do that. They could definitely do that for sure.
I think in the meantime, folks could just be creative and use AI. Like, there's been a lot of interesting cards produced by AI, and with a little, you know, proper prompting, actual, like, you know, should this be on a card type prompt? I'd be curious to see what people make for a Mike Myers card or a Freddy card or whatever, you know?
Right? Yeah, just use yours AI or whatever it's called. The AI for Magic Gathering.
Honestly, I think if they did that, they'll probably go for the most used characters out there that have been out, like have had a lot of the remakes, like Freddy Cougar. Wow, that was loud. Like Freddy Cougar, Jason Voorhees. I can't remember the other characters right now.
Listen, man, if you can't make me a Mojo Jojo card, I'm not playing.
Mojo Jojo! That would
tell
be
you
a
what,
sweet collab.
If they do make like the Jason, Freddy, things like that, I think they need to make a mechanic that is, I don't know what you would call it, like word-wise, but every time the creature dies or is exiled, it comes back to the field tapped with a stun counter and a +1/+1 counter added onto it. Because every time you quote unquote killed these guys, they would always keep coming back somehow. And so you make some kind of crazy mechanic to where they just can never be dealt with, no matter what.
That's a brilliant idea, man. I love it.
Yes, and I love that idea, King Fizz. That's a great idea. Woo, woo, woo.
That'd have to come with Marvel, which won't be till like next year, but that would be a nice one.
Right. Well, but like, let me go off into Derek land here, where I go on my tortoise little brain and be like, you know what'd be awesome about this set?
You know what doesn't grind my gears, he says.
You know, like, even though there's a demon that made this whole plane, but what if there's a Loki, god of storytelling theme in the set, and what if not the guy we know, but the planeswalker we know, Tibalt, was it be orchestrating the strings of time, like Loki in the series, creating the set, and find out the Loki or Tibalt is the reason behind the set, and he's now the big bad baddie, the Magic the Gathering universe, and he was the one behind all of this. And they actually put a focus on the story in a couple sets, not just one set. That would make me happy if that was going on.
I just don't get who they're setting up to mean to be the main villain of this story arc that they're on right now.
Well, they do that. When they complete a story arc, like the March of the Machines one, right?
Right.
They take a little time to build up and get those Easter eggs kind of in before they start to reveal who the new baddie was or is going to be. Because if you look back at like Nicobolus, it took a while before we realized it was Nicobolus.
Right.
And then same with the Eldrazi, same with, all the different sets where they did these types of things. It takes them a little while to really set the scene because in actuality, if you just came out and said, okay, this is the new baddie, then everyone's just like, oh, okay, that's cool. And there's no buildup. There's no way to sell the product. There's no way to really create a story, which, let's be honest, who really cares?
Got the substitute teacher vibes.
It's like they're doing all of this to create that experience for the 5% of people who care about the story. But then, the other 95% who go into the cards and all the other stuff, it kind of does factor into the story and everything with what they're doing. But you can't just come out, like even look at Marvel, how they do theirs. They don't just come out and say, okay, this is the new bad guy. No, they kind of set it up, and then we kind of get to we kind of know oh, it's Thanos. Oh, okay, this is what's going on. And then eventually Thanos starts becoming more and more and more prominent in the movies.
Right.
Well, I know in the storyline, at least in the Magic Gathering storyline, until this one part Act 1 finished in Southern Junction, which had Kaelin going through all these different planes through the Omen Pass trying to find Oko.
Right.
And he did that. So I don't know what the next part of the story is going to be.
Yeah, what I'm suggesting though in my little twisted mind is like after you get through the House of Horrors, you look behind the curtain, and in the world of Wizard of Oz, there's a Loki or a Tibalt in the background orchestrating this evil thing, playing with the time of the multiverse. How do you get there? We'll find out off a couple cards. But the storyline will be like, oh, this is how certain things happen. Then it would make sense. And hear me out by making sense. This could make sense to why we have universes beyond with different sets. We have someone playing with the strings of different multiverses. Now, I'm not advocating. All right, listen to me. I'm not advocating universe being a standard viable thing, but making sense that Lord of the Rings is part of a modern set, right?
Yeah,
that happened. Like in the story of Magic the Gathering, really happened, but not in standard. But standard,
okay.
Let
me ask you this then. Let's say that is true. They do all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we come to the end of that storyline. Now there's nobody to make storylines anymore. How do we continue with Magic?
Well, the definite way. Okay.
One of the questions, if I will add on to, if I can add on to that,
no.
Please and thank you. Aww.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, well, a lot of people might argue, well, what makes Tibalt more powerful than Valvamoth or Bolas? You know what I'm saying? Because like in the crime syndicate world, you have your subordinates because you have more money and power than them. And it would be really awkward to see Tibalt behind the strings. You know what I'm saying?
Well, think about this. Think about this. How do Eldrazi work, right? They work outside the planes, and their physical manifestations that we see are not their full body. Tibalt could be orchestrating from that area, right? Don't know how he got there. They'll explain that later.
Making him an Eldrazi, though?
Like, not make him an Eldrazi, but working from the strings of where the Eldrazi lie.
I mean, realistically, Tibalt could be so to go on that. I mean, if you look into the thing of like religion and or like spirituality and things like that, where like, and I'm not trying to make this religious. I'm just using.
Oh, we're getting deep, boys.
Okay, so you have quote unquote the source or God or whatever you want to call it comes in as a manifestation of our human body. It's not his actual form. So what if Tibalt is, like he's saying, the storyteller, or like the puppet in Smash Brothers, the hand, or any other type of analogy you want to use.
Right.
And he's coming and manifesting into a physical form to do his little bidding and interact with us or the story of magic, and then returning back to whatever his actual form is to continue sculpting and doing what he's doing.
Right.
I think that's where Tortoise is kind of going with this.
Yeah, exactly. And not to sound far-fetched, people were ready to accept the idea that Emrakul was the Wanderer, in that same vein of thinking.
Oh,
so
people out here tripping. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. But I think it'd be interesting in a way. And to answer your question earlier, Captain Waffles, who would take over? There's always something to take over. You know what franchise that bugged me the most with the storylines? That I love the franchise to death, but was Mortal freaking Kombat, right? All these years in Mortal Kombat, you had different villains. Mainly Shao Kahn for a while, but he had different villains take the lead. You know who never took the lead but had the most perfect motive to? Goro, Kintaro, the people behind the power of the throne. People who were used as power for the throne. Could have been like, hey, it's my time. I want to take the power. Could have easily taken the throne. They had all the trust set up. Like
Goro,
when they came out,
Goro won throne.
Right? Well, Goro's not stupid. Like he's not like I'm big brute small brain guy. He's intelligent. He's half dragon, half human. In fact, when they originally spoiled the dragon for Mortal Kombat, was it 9? Was it the one with the whole 8? Mortal Kombat 8. The one with the Dragon Lord. I finally thought, man, Goro finally got his comeuppance, but no, it was a totally different character with a Naga. If you remember Naga, and I'm like, then I find out I felt like it was another missed opportunity because Goro was there all the time. Well, I bring that up because I think there's always someone who wants the power, someone closer to the person who can take over. Also in the storyline, we can branch out to something like look at Nahiri. Nahiri was never a big villain, but after Soren left her in the dust on Zendikar, because he couldn't think of a way to fix her problem, so he just left. She went over there and taunted Soren playing for a while, and she, and summoned Emrakul. Things like that could happen. So the opportunity for who will take over can be taken over. Like in order to take down Tibalt, you have to reach Tibalt's level, and if someone can do that, they can be the next big bad baddie. What's another good way to doing it? Look how they're doing Dr. Doom. He's here to protect the world in his way, but in a villainous way. Someone can come out like that. Maybe someone builds this amazing stacks world where no one can attack unless they pay a crap ton of mana. But you have to break through the enchantment barrier to get into the realm.
Jace is dead. Just kidding. He's Tibalt.
Right?
God dang it.
Well,
that's a shock thing.
That's just my small brain theory. But anyways,
no, dude. Honestly, that's the kind of theory crafting that can make for good fan fiction. You should totally hit up ChatGPT and make a fan fiction where Tibalt is the ultimate big baddie.
Right. Well, he's one of those people that get looked under the radar a lot because his first rendition was a weak planeswalker. Valky doesn't see a lot of love anymore. Even though I built a commander deck around Valky, it's a janky style deck, but it works. There's so many things they could do, and I think if they completely took an underdog character and just totally made him badass, that'd be awesome.
You know what we should do, bro? Okay, screw the fan fiction idea. We should make a compilation and meme out Tibalt as Professor Chaos, aka Butters from South Park. Dude, yes.
Captain Chaos.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the crew.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG 3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG 3 in the house. Yes, we own this town, ripping through the beats with a fury.
Woo! Right, man. This is the longest show yet. Almost. But we're going to get to this spot where Hillbilly.
Hillbilly will play boosters in hand. Magic the Gathering is where he stands. Booster stack up like a dream in this world. He's the dream of opening fire, emotions on the wire. His hands are his tools for the fight, flipping cards all through the night. Hopes and dreams in every pack. He won't ever turn his back. Fire in every pack. He opens.
Alrighty.
Got his back of Bloomberg open.
Bloomberg. Yeah.
Act like it. It's hillbilly proof.
It's hillbilly proof.
Gag like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. First card is an art card.
Your wife will enjoy that.
Yep, that's party.
You might want to zoom out like a
Yeah, you
smidge.
probably want to lift up your camera a little bit. There you go.
You can almost see the grain of the card. They're definitely real.
Yeah, Heat Harvest. Azure Beast Bible. Storm Chaser's Talents.
Ooh.
Powerfoot Sword Master. Rumble Guard Captain. Hive Spine Wolverine. Eye Stride. Kindle Spark Duo. Cindering Cutthroat. 3-tree Root Wheel. Eternal Hunger. Metal Guard. Salt Shucker.
Ooh. What a pack. What a pack.
What a pack
Yeah.
it is.
What a pack it is.
What a
That's
pack.
damn squirrel. That's right. So with that, we're going to start rolling into the shill section because we are pressing for time here. And we're going to get to the shill section with... Oh, I didn't click it fast enough.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting it to be me, but okay. Anyways, what's up, everybody? I'm Captain Waffles, if you haven't figured that out through the stream. We are doing some stuff on the channel. We have a raffle coming up soon. $2 per donation gets you a ticket into the raffle, and you can buy as many as you want. We're going to do a physical raffle to where you can win an Emrakul, the World Anew Borderless foil, or that commander deck, or a bunch of other stuff. You can pay using PayPal or Venmo. You can hit me up on Discord or Patreon. Just let me know if you pay through PayPal. Just put a note in there saying I bought 10 or whatever. That way I kind of know, and then just put raffle in there. That way I can put you down. And then we have a lot of other stuff coming out soon that I can't spoil yet. But if we get to 250 subs, we have the Shelter of the Apocalypse still to give away. And then hoping to get to 500 subs. We'll have another giveaway at 500 subs. I don't know yet what it will be, but we're working on it. And then I've got bumping myself here. I got a Bloomberg box to open for Investable Collectibles. He won that during the pool game. I don't know when the next pool game will be coming. Maybe we'll do one around the holidays. I don't know. We'll see. But I've kind of taken a break from it to work on some projects and some collaborations. So, and if you want to come check out some streams, I stream on Saturday mornings, unless I'm working, then I move it to Sunday. But I will be doing Saturday streams around 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to come watch me get my butt kicked on Arena like I did this morning, have fun.
All right. Yeah, next up on the list is KJ.
Hey. So right now I'm trying to hit that 500 marker on Twitter. If you feel free to join me on Twitter, where I will pretty much post where I'm at when I'm at there. Trying to start getting active there again, as I've been neglectful of the Twitter over the last month. So just drop that into chat for you guys. As soon as I hit 500, I'm going to pay for that blue check mark, and that's pretty much it.
Pretty much it. We got tcgdude with.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah, man. I am Alex, the TCG dude. I'm totally passionate about Magic, and I'm trying to keep the flame lit and keep it interesting. But you know, I dabble here and there on my channel currently. I have a parody that's akin to something you'd hear from Weird Al or MTG Remy called My Hand. You should check it out. It's a 2-minute watch. I'll put a smile on your face. Outside of that, I have a boss battle series that I'm trying to kick off with some Tungsten Vegas trip for MagicCon Vegas. So simply put, $25 out the door, you're going to get 5 guaranteed packs, and you're battling for a high or low CMC. I do PayPal, and I got a Discord channel opened up that I'm going to link in the comments. That does it. Thanks, Tortoise.
Yep. Now next we got Mugenfool.
Hey, everybody. I'm not feeling too well today, but tomorrow I'm gonna try to do something. Hopefully.
All right.
Hell yeah. Hey, Mugenfool, just a quick shout out to you, bud. You know, you're one of the only content creators on YouTube that has published a video about or playing the Japanese exclusive Magic game on Dreamcast, which features a dragon being reprinted in a coming up set. So props to you, bud, for really deep diving into Magic's history there.
I don't think that was my video. I think that was someone else's video, though.
Oh, that you shared with me? Oh, no. Now I feel like a goober. Well, you're the one that shared it with me, so you talk about it.
You should know it's not Mugenfool. You should look at the name or title. There's Coaster, silly.
Aww.
I just wanted to tell you about that. Silly.
My glasses are too dark. My bad.
Hey, Billy.
All right, 617 subs. Let's keep it going. And it's great, awesome. Appreciate each and every one of my members, my subs. We'll be afternoon stream this afternoon, doing some more arena. Probably gonna be a little late on that because I got some errands I got to run real quick. I'll be doing that right after we get done here. But anyway, make sure you're liking all the videos that you're seeing from all the great content creators that are on the stream right now, and like their streams and comment on the streams. Every little thing that you do will help each and every one of the content creators out here. And I will see everybody this afternoon for some more arena gameplay.
Are you crazy?
Yes. So, anyway, you know me, I'm kind of lazy when it comes to streaming, but I do enjoy your guys' stream, and I try and look at them when I can. You know, I do comment, and I do make do like on everybody's stream I go to. So let's get Hillbillies up to 1K. That's his goal, so we can all look pretty like us. So anyway, I do have a song of the day. Going to go country this time. I don't know if you heard this guy, Alan Jackson. This album, Good
like
Times.
Alan Jackson. He's a good time.
Oh God, what song are you choosing?
I'm choosing Good Times.
Oh, okay.
I sing that at karaoke all the time.
It's a great
I
song.
do.
There is another one I think on here. Maybe it's another one. No, it's another album, but I like his song 1976. It actually means something to me. But anyway, that's all I got to shield to. A great show. I mean, I couldn't really participate in a lot of it, but I did take it in. Great show. Pass it on to Superfast, I believe.
Real quick, when you showed when you showed Alan Jackson, the first thing that popped into my mind was, "It's all right to be itty bitty."
That's yep.
Big old town, little bitty city.
That's right.
Right. So
That's
I want to thank everybody for showing up today, being amazing, being in chat, being interactive, being fully in the world of Tortoise today. It was a lot of interaction, a lot of debacle. It was fun. We got into it. Now we need to create a post. We need to create a meme saying Hillbilly hates ninjas.
I will work on that.
I don't hate ninjas. I just want more ninjutsu.
Apparently you do, because you don't think this ninja is good enough for a set.
No, it's good.
You're
It's
making
good.
You're making fun of the most brave character in the set. They even
I just want some more ninjutsu. Not just one ninjutsu. I want more ninjutsu.
Yeah, they didn't do a lock then.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching, being part of the show. Thank you, everybody, for being in the show. You guys rock. You guys rule. You guys are amazing. And don't forget to brush your teeth tonight. I don't know why you're using that, but there you go. There we go. And with that, anything else you're looking for, Magic?
Well, it's called the internet, and it's completely revolutionized the way we live and access vital information. For example, have a look at this.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super fast.